There's a reason why we decided to do this. And that's because all of you supported us during a time when we were absolutely devastated. Peter and I used to travel the country. He was a fencer. And what I noticed most, what was most remarkable to me, was not his fencing. It was how he was able to connect with people from all over the country, competitors or not, offer them tips and help, and create friends wherever he went. That was remarkable to me because I'm not like that. Well, one day he came to me and he said, Dad, he was really upset. He said, my grades aren't great. I'm not a great fencer. He was just upset. And I said to him, Peter, people would kill for an ounce of what you have. And what I meant was that he had something special. He had the ability to connect with people in a very easy way, to offer kindness and support to others who needed it. He had an innate and special sense about him. When Peter passed away, that was evidenced by the support that you gave us in return. We were grieving, we are grieving, and you were grieving, you are grieving, and yet you showed up. And that was just phenomenal. So we got to thinking about his kindness. But at the same time, we heard from many of you. Lots and lots of letters and notes from people. It was actually remarkable, the number of people we heard from, and strangers too, to tell us that Peter had done great things for them during his life. One person said that he stood up to bullies on their behalf and said that if they wanted to bully her, they would have to bully him too. Another person said that, they had been out of school because of an illness, and Peter would just show up to say hi on occasion when nobody else would. Another person said that Peter had saved his life twice. That's pretty heavy stuff and pretty remarkable stuff. When you're a parent of a 17-year-old, you have no idea what they're doing when they leave the house. But he was apparently doing some very good things. So we got to thinking about keeping that legacy moving forward, because in his absence, there would be a lot of balls hitting the ground. He was juggling a lot. So we came up with this idea called the Peter Fund, a method of supporting the Kindness Counts Awards. And at their core, the Kindness Counts Awards are designed to make it so that no kid with mediocre grades and a mediocre athletic ability, but something special in terms of goodness and kindness, ever feels that they haven't succeeded. So, the goal of the Kindness Counts Award is to stand alongside every valedictorian in the country on equal footing, because grades are very important, but so are all the other things. And those other things should be recognized. So, we created this award and we funded 5 of them. Each of the individuals was voted on and nominated on by their peers and their teachers at Niwot High School. And we gave each of them a $250 gift certificate as recognition for the good things they had done, and a $250 donation was made in each of their names to a youth-focused charity of their choice as a reminder to continue to pay it forward. The first part is an incentive. Incentives aren't bad. They're recognition. In the second part, a reminder, those are good things too. These are people that would have done it anyway. But the donation to the youth-focused charity is a very important aspect of the award. So, we named those awards in May, but we didn't have the opportunity to adequately recognize those people then, so we're doing that now, and that's the purpose of this event. There are 5, in no particular order. One nomination about our first winner said, "She is always there for others in times of need. She always shares a positive attitude. When someone is feeling down, she is there for them even if they're not close friends with her. Her smile is contagious. And she goes out of her way to let others know that she cares and that they are welcome wherever they may be." Donating to Reach Out and Read, a nonprofit that champions the positive effects of reading daily and engaging in other language-rich activities with young children, is Haley Matney. Haley? Now, I'll also say that Haley was my student this year, and she brought me little cakes, so that was great. Where is Haley? Haley. Thank you. Great job.
You're welcome for the cakes.
Cakes are off.
Take a look at the puppet over there.
A nomination about our second winner said, "She has this amazing sense of humor that just lights up a room, and I've never heard her speak poorly of another person. She's always first to stick up for her friends and tell someone when they're in the wrong. She embodies Peter's loving spirit and his amazing sense of humor, and I can't think of any person better to receive this award. Donating to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is Ellie Steele." A nomination about our next winner said, "He is thoughtful, compassionate, and considerate in his approach to life. He likes to think about and understand all perspectives of any given topic. Because of this, he is the least judgmental person I can think of. I challenge anyone to have a conversation with him and not be changed for the better." Freddie Ambrose. And by the way, Freddie made his donation to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America. The next one. "He is the most compassionate person I've ever met. Everywhere he goes, he leaves someone smiling. He never fails to make sure the people around him are okay. He is inclusive to everyone around him because he allows anyone to feel his warm embrace." Donating to New Horizons Preschool in Boulder is Henry Stotch. There he is. Oh, and by the way, while Henry's coming up, I didn't know how hot it was going to be here today, so I bought a misting fan. Turns out it's not that hot, but I bought a misting fan. I wanted a misting fan. So I walked into Lowe's. I'm like, where could the misting fans be? I'm thinking to myself. And all of a sudden, Henry Stotch swoops down and says, "Hey, Dave, can I help you?" I was like, wow, that guy's serious. He knew where the misting fans were. I got it, and a bucket too. It's fantastic. Thank you. Good job, Henry. Thank you. finally, and last but not least, this person who unfortunately can't be here today, she's in New Zealand, received the most nominations of anyone. The number and the quality of those nominations was just amazing. And summarizing will not do them justice, but I'll do a little bit. When someone is sitting alone at lunch, she makes sure that they're invited to sit with our group. When someone overhears plans that they weren't originally invited to, she invites them without missing a heartbeat and will change plans in order to guarantee that nobody feels as though they're missing out. She is also the kindest person I've ever met. She makes every person she encounters feel so loved. Donating to Rise Against Suicide is Phoebe McLean. Thank you for all you've done, Phoebe. So, these young people have done extraordinary things, and I expect that they'll do many, many more. But without this award, those things would not have been recognized. And they should be recognized. So that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that people like them are recognized at graduation across the country. I think it just makes sense. I think it's obvious. Grades are super important, but so is this. So what do I ask of you? 1, connections with school districts and superintendents and people who might be interested in taking on our program. 2, connections to companies and so forth who might be interested in participating in our program. And 3, following the Instagram, because I really like the Instagram, so like it. Like the videos. I want to keep doing that. And finally, do the kinds of things that these people do. And when people ask you why you did them, you can say, in part, that we reminded you. Okay? Thank you.